DeMarcus Cousins is back, and according to recent practice reports from both his teammates and the Rockets staff, he is looking absolutely great. In fact, one teammate went as far as to say that DeMarcus was still a beast on the court, and that has to get Rockets fans and NBA fans in general excited, because if that's true, that means that one of the NBA's most controversial but lovable stars can finally return to the spotlight where he belongs, and I think we can all agree the league is just more fun when we're watching a dominant and trash-talking DeMarcus Cousins. With that said, we of course have to ask the question, is all of this true? Is there a real chance that DeMarcus does return to all-star form, or is all of this just talk? The answers to these questions sound encouraging, so sit back and relax because we are about to take a deep dive into the return of DeMarcus Cousins. So what's up guys, Mike here, and yes, the James Harden drama has ramped up like crazy, and there is a very real chance that we are going to be talking about him very soon, so of course subscribe so that when more James Harden news gets dropped, or if he gets traded, you'll be notified when my video gets posted. Also, just subscribe because I'm covering all things NBA here. There's been a lot of drama lately and you're not going to want to miss a single video. As for today's video on DeMarcus Cousins, let's forget the James Harden drama and talk about the DeMarcus Cousins hype, because right now DeMarcus is one of the biggest unknowns in the NBA today. As a former four-time All-Star, there was a time when Cousins was seen as a potential franchise talent. However, as we all know, injuries have recently derailed his career and have taken away 2 seasons where DeMarcus should have been in his absolute prime. Now though, new practice footage has leaked that has shown a healthy and a much skinnier DeMarcus Cousins, and just looking at this footage, one thing stands out. The weight loss here is very clear, and it is also very important because when it comes to big men, losing weight can mean all the difference in the world. Yes, DeMarcus is going to be more mobile, yes, he is going to be more athletic with less weight on him, but he is also going to be less injury prone, which is the most important thing here. Because I've gotta say, seeing DeMarcus healthy would definitely be refreshing. I am extremely excited to see what this man can do if he returns to anywhere near his prime. Because remember when he wasn't playing with one of the best playmakers in the NBA, who also happens to be one of his best friends, cough, John Wall, cough, Boogie was a monster. Between the ages of 24 and 27, DeMarcus averaged 25.9 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 4.2 assists per game. Numbers that obviously put him in some elite Hall of Fame company. He proved he could bang down low and score over anyone. He could step out and shoot the 3 when defenses collapsed, and his playmaking got better each and every season, as in 2018, his final All-Star year, at least for now, DeMarcus actually averaged a career-high 5.4 assists per game, which is, of course, a very high amount of assists for a big man. So if you didn't remember, when DeMarcus Cousins was actually able to play on the court, he was amazing, and we are going to get to the John Wall and Boogie pairing in a second, but for now, let's listen to some quotes that should get us absolutely hyped for DeMarcus Cousins' return, because during his time in the NBA, Ben McLemore played on the Kings with DeMarcus Cousins and is now playing with Cuz on the Rockets. This means that Ben has seen what DeMarcus could do in his prime, and he's seeing the level that Boogie is at now. With that in mind, Ben has said, quote, "Guys forget, DeMarcus has been a beast, and he is still a beast. Guys forget what he was doing prior to his injury. I know that it was a tough injury, but from what I'm seeing now, he's in great shape. He looks great, like the old DeMarcus I know." Ben continued to say, "Don't forget who he was before the injury. He still has that mindset of being that guy." And he also said, "Guys know what he can do. They've seen it before his injury, what he's capable of doing." So as you just heard, DeMarcus Cousins is looking like a beast, and it really seems like Ben McLemore is very high on him. It actually seems like Ben believes DeMarcus can return to the star level he once played at. What's more, it appears that some previous Kentucky players have been sharing footage between themselves of Cousins' workouts this offseason, and according to guys like Patrick Patterson, not only is Boogie back, but apparently he has become an absolute sniper from 3. Patterson has also said, "He looks amazing, he looks confident, he looks hungry." This was said after Patrick Patterson also emphasized that DeMarcus looked just as good as he did during his days with the Kings, and Rod Strickland, an assistant coach for Kentucky in 2010, summed up everyone's thoughts with, "Because DeMarcus hasn't played in a while, people may forget how good he is. If he's healthy, you have an all-star." An all-star. That would be incredible, because as I previously previously mentioned, DeMarcus is now playing with John Wall, a man who he has called his brother since their days playing for the Kentucky Wildcats, and you have to imagine these guys are going to do whatever it takes to prove to the world that as a duo, they are capable of really making their mark in the NBA. Both are former All-Stars, both are former franchise players, and now both have question marks, but there are also a lot of promising signs popping up for both of them. Recently, John Wall has said about DeMarcus, quote, "Just walking out there and seeing that he, Cousins, has the same color as I got on and knowing we are on the same team, it brought back memories of when we were in college. I know how hard he has worked and what he has been through the last couple of years to try and get back to the DeMarcus Cousins he once was. We are going to challenge each other so we can have a heck of a season." And so here we have it. John Wall is returning from injury, DeMarcus Cousins is returning from injury, and the two are set to take on the world together. As John Wall stated, they are going to challenge each other to get better and have a great season, and you better believe that, because while your best friends are certainly your biggest fans, they also can be your most realistic critics. And so if either Wall or Cousins slips this season, you know that they are going to pull each other aside and remind each other of how great the two of them can be. That is how much this season means to them. They have been waiting since they entered the NBA to finally play with each other. They aren't gonna mess this up. As for DeMarcus himself, he thinks all of these injuries have made him a better player and a more resilient person. He said, quote, "To hell and back. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you the task was tough, but now I think I'm built for it. I took it in stride. I just fought through. I willed my way through. I learned a lot about myself, just life in general, even though it was a tough time in my life." And he finished off with some very encouraging words in, "Man, I feel incredible. Obviously, it was a tough task mentally, physically, but at the same time, I was able to rest my body, a much needed rest. Coming back off that has been incredible. My body is in a great place. My mind is in a great place, and I'm just ready to get back on the floor and play basketball, play the game I love." So like I said before, guys, right now the James Harden drama is making a lot of noise, but personally, I'm more excited to see John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins take the floor this season together. I can't wait to see what the both of them can do. I can't wait to see if they can shock the world and return to all-star form. And so there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. I am going to be posting something on James Harden. I am going to be covering all of the NBA drama and everything that has to do with the NBA this season. So make sure you subscribe so you never miss a single video. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You're awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day, guys, and cue that music. If you're still here while the music is cued, here are two videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. Make sure to click on one of them. Again, I know you're gonna love it. And other than that, have a great day and peace.